Bonnie Tyler will be laid to rest in her Welsh hometown next month, with fans invited to watch memorial procession after the singer died, aged 75 following emergency surgery. Bonnie Tyler will be laid to rest in her hometown in Wales next month, after the singer tragically died at the age of 75. The total Eclipse of the Heart hitmaker, whose real name is Gaynor Hopkins, passed away on July 8, just months after she was placed in an induced coma following emergency intestinal surgery. Bonnie had passed away in hospital in Portugal, close to where she lived with her husband Robert Sullivan, but it's now been revealed her funeral will take place on August 17. On Friday, an announcement was made by William Pressdee Funeralcare on behalf of Bonnie's family, which shared plans for a celebration of life in the singer's honor.
An unlocked iPhone 14 for just $299? This renewed 128 gig model gives you a vivid OLED display, 5G, and the freedom to choose your carrier. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/6 before it's gone.
They shared that prior to a private family service, a memorial procession will take place on August 15th, with fans invited to line the streets and pay their respects. The statement read, "Resting at William Pressdee Funeralcare, mumbles until she returns to her home, Fernhill, on Saturday 15th August at 3:30 p.m. Those who wish to pay their respects are invited to line Newton Road, mumbles from 3:15 p.m., referring to Bonnie by her birth name. The statement continued, "A celebration of Gaynor's life will be held at Swansea Minster, St. Mary's Church, on Monday 17th August at 12 noon. Gaynor will then return to her hometown and travel through Skewen at approximately 1:20 p.m. en route to a private family service of committal and farewell." Bonnie's family have also invited fans to donate to two charities that Bonnie was a patron of, instead of sending flowers. The charities are the Noah's Ark Children's Hospital for Wales and Cerebral Palsy Cymru, with the funeral home adding, "Her legacy lives on in the timeless songs that made her a legend." Bonnie's death was announced in a statement by her heartbroken family and team on her website on July 9, which said she died in hospital in Portugal. The performer was best known for her hits Total Eclipse of the Heart and Holding Out for a Hero, and she had planned a new European tour which had been due to start later this year. The statement said, "Bonnie's family and team are heartbroken to announce that Bonnie unexpectedly passed away last night in hospital in Portugal as a result of the illness that she was being treated for." Bonnie was first admitted to hospital in May because of complications caused by a burst appendix and perforated intestine that required urgent surgery. A spokesperson for the singer confirmed at the time, "Bonnie has been put into an induced coma by her doctors to aid her recovery. We know that you all wish her well and ask for privacy at this difficult time, please. We will issue a further statement when we are able to." Bonnie's last public performance was in March, when she performed at the Shepherd's Bush Empire in London. She was due to perform at the Sunshine Festival in Worcester this summer, along with a number of European dates, and was also booked to perform at Cardiff's Utilita Arena on December 17. It was first reported that Bonnie had started feeling unwell in May. She had been bedridden for 2 days at her Algarve home before her worried husband, Robert Sullivan, took her to a local private hospital, from which she was transferred to Faro. When her health woes first emerged, her spokesperson said, "We are very sorry to announce that Bonnie has been admitted to hospital in Faro, Portugal, where she has a home, for emergency intestinal surgery. The surgery went well and she is now recuperating. We know that all of her family, friends and fans will be concerned about this news and will be wishing her well for a full and swift recovery." She was said to have been stable in an intermediate care unit at Faro Hospital before an apparent worsening of her health led to her being transferred to intensive care. On June 15, the singer's team said she had woken up from a medically induced coma after suffering a cardiac arrest in Portugal a month previously. They said at the time, "Bonnie is no longer in a coma, but remains seriously ill. Although her condition is improving, the recovery process is slow." Sources said she had been maintaining her professional activity in the run-up to being taken to hospital, despite complaining of persistent pain for several weeks. Bonnie was also being treated for a ruptured appendix, which is a severe medical emergency requiring immediate surgical intervention and antibiotics to prevent fatal infection. When an infected appendix ruptures, it creates a hole and causes fecal matter and bacteria to leak into the abdominal cavity.